Hello, Teresa. I would like to give you specific feedback on your SOP. Your writing style is amazing, I must say. You're able to connect your course to the oil and gas. You've demonstrated a good motivation, to wanting to study overseas. Now, just
Hello.
like, hi, Techno.
Please,
Now,
I'm trying to follow. I'm really struggling to follow. Which
um,
SOP are you reviewing with? For
it's for Priscilla Beatrice.
oh, okay.
Yeah, so I'm reviewing that of Priscilla Beatrice. You attended Abakar Tafewa Balewa University, Bauchi, right? Okay, okay. So first you studied geology, so there's no much stress in connecting your background with um, the oil and gas, and then the field you are proposing to study. You were able to demonstrate this in your SOP. Now, I want to say like something like as a rule of thumb. It's also called Grammarly. Grammarly is a tool that helps you write like amazingly well. Aside Grammarly, there is also the chat GPT, so you can copy like a line that you've written yourself for chat GPT to help you paraphrase and put specific language register, specific words which are associated with what you are writing about or what you are trying to describe. Now, having said that, there were some SOPs that were more than a page. So in this kind of instances, you can reduce the font size of your SOP, just like the way Priscilla has done. Now, you used a font size of 11.5, which perfectly fits into a page. That's amazing. However, however, there are certain things that are missing in your SOP, which would be good, to have them in. For instance, um, how does your course of study benefits an average Nigerian? Now, the essence of studying has three major aims: the importance of the course to you, the benefit of the course to the society, and then the benefit of the course to your sponsor. So there are three key things, when undertaking a course under scholarship. For you, you were able to state how this course benefits you. You're able to say how this course aligns well with the mandate of PTDF. However, how does it benefit an average Nigerian? You were unable to demonstrate that. So you can just bring in few sentences, you know, to um, to describe how your course would be of benefit to an average Nigerian. You might want to volunteer with the knowledge that you get. There are existing organizations that are working in your field. It might not necessarily be in the oil and gas. Organizations that are into maybe borehole drilling, UN, etc., etc., who offer services in geology. Owing to the fact that you are now an expert in this field, you might want to volunteer your skill. It's a way of giving back. Another way of giving back is to mentor other people, like maybe students in the field of geology. You might want to give back by um, making publications in scientific journals. These are ways of giving back, to society. giving back, you must not publish in like international journal. Publishing in local journals too is also a way of giving back, because it helps people to gain knowledge and awareness of what is happening on the global stage. Your ability to think global but act local. So you're bringing the knowledge down to those um, at the national level. So it's a way of giving back. So well done. And and so basically that's it. And I'm trying to see if you added your work experiences and if they connect, but it's perfectly okay. So that's just the feedback that I have for you, Priscilla. One, you can make use of writing um, tools, AI to help you in your write-up. Secondly, how the scholarship knowledge benefits an average Nigerian, not only yourself. Um, yes, and like other things are okay. Your motivation is amazing. Everything is perfect. And if you have publications, yes, you can add them. So this is for Priscilla. I can see that Yetunde is online. Hello, Yetunde. Hello.
Hello?
Yes. I was acknowledging your presence. You are welcome.
Thank you.
Yes. So Priscilla, do you have anything to chip in from the feedback that I've given? So over to you, Yetunde. Your
Okay.
your yes, your SOP is more than a page. That's one.
Okay.
So yeah, so what you can do in this regard is to adjust your font size, and then while submitting, convert it to PDF. So this is really very good practice. So you reduce the font size of your SOP, and then you convert to PDF before submitting. That's one.
Okay.
Um, yeah, secondly, you can make use of writing tools to help you standardize your writing. You can make use of Grammarly, or you can make use of the popular ChatGPT. So you can just copy, let's say, a paragraph, paste it on ChatGPT, and ask ChatGPT to help you rephrase or paraphrase, to make it
Okay.
yes, to make it standard.
Okay.
There's one thing I commend you in yours is that you were able to show that you have volunteering experiences. You're able to give back to the society prior to this time. It's something that I encourage most persons to include in their SOP for graduate schools, because knowledge has no use if people cannot benefit from it. So I commend you on that. You're able to demonstrate your motivation. You're able to connect your course of study to the oil and gas. This is really amazing. Now to your post-study career goals.
Okay.
Your yes, to your post-study career goals, you should link what you intend to study, like the skills you are going to acquire, after studies. You should try to see if there is a link with your previous volunteering experiences and the value, the extra value that you would add to them, upon your return. Are you
Okay.
getting? So if you are proposing a course in supply chain management, supply chain logistics.
And
So you are proposing a course in supply chain management. Yeah,
my
so
network. Oh,
it's fine. So you're proposing a course in supply chain management. So having acquired skills in this field, how does it benefit the organizations you volunteered for in the time past? You were a volunteer at Young African Leaders Initiative yearly. This is a prestigious organization known worldwide for grooming young African leaders. So as a supply chain expert, how does your skill, how will you use your skill to give back to the girl child? I've also seen your works in STEM, trying to empower the girl child in the field of education. So as a supply chain expert, how does this skill benefit these previous experiences? So for you to have included them as part of your experiences, it's good you wrap everything up, using your post-study career goals, bringing the experiences you've garnered, the networks you've built, etc., etc. It's a way of giving back. In fact, like it increases your appeal, the appeal of getting the scholarship, because they know it's not going to benefit only you, it will benefit the Nigerian populace. And then the credit will also go to the scholarship body, because tomorrow, if you record some outstanding feats in terms of community service and community development, yes, PTDF would want to take the credit. They empowered you, to gain the skills on the things that you are doing, like your post-study career goals. So these are some of the things that PTDF often looks out for.
okay.
These are some of the things that they look out for.
Okay.
Yes. So I'm seeing a comment here. Good afternoon. Please, how about like competency certificate, like online certificates and the different professional bodies I joined? So yes, if for instance, um, you were a member of the Nigerian Society of Engineers, in your local chapter, you are very active. Maybe you hold a position at your local chapter as a member. Going overseas for studies and then acquiring certain skills would help you to contribute actively, in your own branch. These are the essence of joining professional bodies, to share knowledge, to build your network, um, yes, to collaborate, on projects, etc., etc. So like these are some of the reasons why professional bodies exist. So professional bodies are not just there to show that maybe you are a graduate of a particular field or you're an expert in a particular field. No, it transcends beyond this. So the advantage of online certificate courses is you can mute your mic. So the importance of online certificates is to help you broaden your knowledge in the field in which you are working in. Also, if you want to transition from one field to another, for example, you studied biology education, and then you want to work in, or you want to do a postgraduate degree. Let's say you studied biology science, and then, or let's say you study biology education, and then you want to transition into biology. Let's say you studied biology education, you want to transition into biology science. You can take online courses to make your transitioning process relatively easy. So this is like one of the advantage of taking online courses. So if in the event you studied a particular course and you want to transition into another course, you can talk about the online courses you've taken to help you prepare for the course you intend to study. So like these are some of the advantages of online certifications and being an affiliate member of a professional body. Online courses helps you to transition from one field to the other. It prepares you, it gives you the background for the new field you're about to enter. So it doesn't look as if you are a fresher in that particular course or in that particular field you want to go into. I hope I've answered your question, Rukaya Abdul Muttalib. So like these are the advantages of online courses and professional bodies. And Yetunde, so like yes, you have a very beautiful SOP. So don't forget what I said initially. You should reduce the
All
font
right.
size of your SOP. Yes, you can make use of chat GPT or Grammarly to paraphrase your sentences or your paragraphs. And
Okay.
yes. And also the use of statistics is really good. Like use of statistics to drive home your point is really, 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 really very good. It reinforces the fact that yes, you read other people's work, you know what's happening, you're able to give relevant data on your proposed field of study. So like just to spice up your writing. So overall,
Okay.
yes, your
Thank you.
motivation is good. You have put in like a lot of hard work. So yes, your SOP is okay. Just these things just to spice it up for you.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah, it's okay. You're welcome. Then the next person is Ismail Aminu.
So I joined late. I'm just joining, sir.
No, it's okay. It's fine. So let me pick your SOP. Okay. So first, your SOP is very good. You were able to create the link between what you have studied, and then you're able to connect your background to the oil and gas. So it shows that yes, you have knowledge in the oil and gas industry, and then what you intend to study is beneficial to the oil and gas industry. So like that's a tick
So are
for
you
you.
speaking to?
Yes, I'm speaking to you, Ismail Aminu Muhammad.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So in your SOP, I love the fact that you highlighted one of your major strengths, which is you graduated with a first class. Congratulations. Yes, that's a very good strength on its own. Like what I advised the other persons before you should use Grammarly. You know what's Grammarly?
Yes, I do. Sir,
Yes.
that SOP that I sent over, I rewrite another one again after another review. I
Okay.
wrote another one again. I chip in some things.
Okay. Hope you didn't exceed 1 page.
I did not exceed the word count, which is 500 words.
Oh, okay. It's fine. It's fine. So one thing that I realize is missing from your SOP is how your proposed course of study or the skill you'd acquire will benefit the average Nigerian. So like there are three people get to benefit from your educational qualification: yourself, the scholarship fund, at least they sponsored you, and then the average Nigerian, or the society in general. So if you consider the society to be one of the beneficiaries, of your academic qualification, it increases the appeal of you getting this scholarship. If you are able to demonstrate how an average Nigerian gets to benefit from this from your academic pursuit, like it increases this self-appeal of getting it. So
Sir, can I talk, sir?
like if you're able to demonstrate how an average Nigerian gets to benefit or other people get to benefit
Yes,
from
sir. I
your
said, can I talk?
yes, you can.
Okay. So if you look carefully with regards to my proposed study, I wanted to work on waste lubricating oil. So since it has become a thing that is being used by the average Nigerians, maybe in terms of them running their cars or vehicles per se, I guess through this medium we can possibly create it can be a source of like employment for other people, since they will be returning it back to the industry and the industry will be maybe buying it from them. I don't know if you get my
Yes,
point, sir.
I get it. Now, when you want to make this kind of amazing proposition, you need data to back it up. What's the average waste? Because there's what we call sustainability. Now, sustainability comes in terms of quantity. So, are you able to collect the required quantity? If yes, what is the data backing it? So for instance, if you want to develop an industry that would refine waste lubricant oil, you need to show data that this material is readily available. You need to show data. I remember working on my thesis back then in Ahmadu Bello University Zaria. So I made use of this waste lubricant oil. Can you believe that it got to a point that getting this waste was really very difficult because we needed to lubricate the mold, that we were using. So getting this waste lubricant oil was really, really, really difficult. At some point, we had to share. You collect from your colleague, you use, and then when we hear that it's available, we go and buy, for safekeeping. So like these are some of the things you need to look at. And then if you want to reinforce the belief that this waste is readily available, if you want to, because the waste lubricant oil is being used for other purposes, how are you going to convince the reviewer, of your SOP that people will readily sell this condemned oil to you? Now, if people want to sell for you, what logistics do you have in place? Because your company might, for a starter, it might not be everywhere in Nigeria. So what is the logistic that you want to put in place to collect the condemned oil from different parts of the country? These are some of the things that you need to consider. And then this is where data and statistics come in. If you are able to convince your reviewers that, yes, this oil is available in large quantity, people are disposing them, they don't have good use for them. But I think the waste lubricant oil, this condemned oil, it's widely used for different purposes. Different purposes. People use it as lubricant to avoid friction, of machine parts.
Yes,
So
actually, sir.
So yeah, so for you to say you want to build to create wealth from waste, you need to, you need to provide your statistics, you need to provide your data, you need to provide like previous literature or research. You might not like explain them explicitly, just a sentence, 2, 3, 4 should be enough to support um, your proposed your intended area of study and why it is important. Also, so I've recommended that you use Grammarly or use ChatGPT. So for instance, what you can do is you copy a whole paragraph, paste it on ChatGPT, and then put in a prompt, for ChatGPT to help you paraphrase it. I'm not saying that you should go and ask ChatGPT to write your SOP for you. No, ChatGPT to help you to paraphrase. If you don't have Grammarly, because Grammarly has the premium version, which might be a bit expensive for you. So you can make use of any AI assistant to help you put your sentences, your words in order. It's not a good writing practice to write like 4 lines, 4 lines of like above 4 lines of sentence, maybe like 5 lines and so on. So it's good if you use these AI tools. They'll help you to put everything in order. They help you with the language register, because sometimes when you write, there are a lot of things in your head. You want to express yourself, and then sometimes you miss out on key words, like
So,
key. Yes, I'm with you.
as I told you earlier, that I make a review of the previous SOP that I sent over. I don't know if I can maybe read it out for you to hear.
Okay, fine. You can read it out for me to hear.
Okay. I
But be
started by
fast.
okay. Nigeria has an estimated 37 billion barrels of proved recoverable oil reserves derived solely from the Niger Delta region. Then I put the citation
Okay.
of the where the article, this particular
Yes, yes,
sentence.
I get.
With the recent increase in political will to locally refine the country's crude oil resources, as piloted by the Dangote refinery and petrochemical companies, there is a need to intensify a research on the management of byproduct of the refined crude oils, such as the waste lubricating oil. Recycling of lubricating oil simultaneously addresses two major aspects of environmental concerns. The first is the creation of sustainable environment, as the disposal of waste lubricating oil from petroleum has been reported to be associated with environmental pollution, such as soil and surface water contamination, thus having negative effects on the aquatic environment. The second has to do with the conversion of waste to energy, which mitigate the problem of environmental pollution in line with the SDG 7. It has thus been reported in many literatures with the right many literatures. Then I cited two people that with the
Okay.
right technology in place, waste lubricating oil can be converted into fuels. Many developed countries have keyed into this emerging technology for environmental and economic interest. However, however, I give statistic of Italy converting their waste lubricating oil in 2019, all of their waste lubricating oil. Then I also gave an example of South Korea, uh, which refine their waste lubricating oil about 78.9% of their waste lubricating oil. Then I continue that, however, some developing economies, including Nigeria, are yet to harness the proper technology for the refining of waste lubricating oils, largely due to poor infrastructure and lack of human capital. Hence, this ignites my passion to pursue an MSc in chemical engineering with interest in lubricating oil refining. waste lubricating oil refining. As a graduate of chemistry, first class from Usman Danfodio University, Sokoto, my background exposed me to the challenges and prospects in the Nigerian petroleum sector, one of which is the inadequate and sustainable waste management technologies that can address the present challenges of environmental concern. Evidently, there is a lack of cutting-edge technologies to accomplish my research objective in Nigeria. This necessitates my desire to attend the Newcastle University, where my ambition and research interests could be pursued unfettered. My choice of the Newcastle University is because of its renowned and cross-disciplinary faculties and robust state of the arts facilities. In addition, I have identified a few faculty members, such as, then I made mention of the prof's name, Dr. Sharon, and also Sharon Joyce, with whom my research interests strongly align and have all assured me the possibility of working in their groups. My short-term goal upon returning back to Nigeria is to find a placement, whether in the industry or academic, where I can utilize my expertise to foster the understanding of the conversion of waste lubricating oil to first in real life application for national economic growth and development. That is all, sir.
You did like, this is amazing. It's super amazing. Like, you should be sure that no one is going to ask you how your course aligns with the oil and gas, because you've demonstrated that fit thoroughly. You've shown how motivated you are to create changes as regards this field. And also, since you are a first class graduate, you can give back to the society, with you can give back to the society, by mentoring other people. There's what we call train the trainers approach. So, like, this is the only way we can disseminate knowledge to everyone. You are being sponsored by PTDF, you acquire the knowledge, and then you transmit the knowledge to others. That's what we call train the trainers approach. So it's good you include. The reason why I always advocate to add this voluntary aspect is because it increases the appeal of you getting this scholarship, because they know it's what we call social investment. By the time you train one person, and then that one person can create a change amongst 1,000 persons, and compare with when you train one person and then it just helps the person grow in their professional career without any benefit to the larger society. They would prefer to sponsor someone who has who has a ripple positive beneficial effect on about 1,000 persons, because it's a social investment. Tomorrow, PTDF wants to take the accolade, for sponsoring you, for identifying a potential. So that's why you see that most times I always hammer on this point of how your intended course of study, on how the skills you intend to acquire would benefit an average Nigerian. So you've demonstrated good motivation, yes. You've demonstrated good aspiration, yes. The perspiration, yes. Then how does it benefit the common man? You've shown how it would also benefit you, yes, because there are three things that there are three persons who benefit from your academic qualification. The first person is you, because when they address you as Master Ismail Mohammed. Your status changes. The second person that gets to benefit is the oil and gas industry, from the scholarship body. When you come and then you begin to initiate these changes, it's part of the accolade that the scholarship body gets. And then the third person who is supposed to benefit from your academic qualification is the average Nigerian, or the society in general. The society in general, gets to benefit from. So if you are able to demonstrate how your intended course of study would also benefit people in a logical way, though, in a logical way. So you need to look for a logical way to create impact, with the knowledge you acquire, with the network you've gotten, etc., etc. So you need to create this. It increases the appeal of you getting the scholarship. The interviewers would know that you have people at heart. Even the SDGs that you've mentioned, they say people, planet, and profit. People, planet, and profit. So like there's people there. There's people there. So you should always think of how other people would benefit from your own pursuit. It shouldn't be you, maybe your family. No. So if you're able to do this, it increases that self-appeal of getting the scholarship. So sometimes it might just be some considerations that you might not think of. You have the academic qualification. Yes, there are people who go for PTDF interviews or who make PTDF applications, even with their first class, without getting this scholarship. That's why I'm saying though the first class is like a wing, it sets your application apart from the others. It shows that you have the scientific and then the technical skill to undertake the course to be productive. However, you need to be people-centric. You need to be people-centric.
Will it be wise of me? I'm a one-time PTDF beneficiary, but at undergraduate level. So will it be
Okay.
wise of me mentioning it in my SOP?
If it has so what point are you trying to make by saying like you were a one-time beneficiary? If, for instance, now you want to tell the scholarship body that you are capable of undertaking an academic degree under scholarship. Yes, if that's the point you are trying to drive home, okay, you are fit to undertake an academic study under like a scholarship pursuit. For example, you were a PTDF scholarship recipient during your bachelor's degree, and then through the fund and the sponsorship, you graduate with a first class. Yes, it's beautiful. It's a very, whenever you write your SOP, you are telling a story. You are taking them from point A to point B to C, D, maybe back to A again. So your ability to connect whatever you say. If, for instance, you say you have work experience, maybe you talked about work experience. That work experience is your strength. Now, you might want to tie it with something else. Maybe like after studying, you want to return back to your place of work, maybe as a senior manager, as an executive, as a decision maker from the skills that you've garnered. So whatever, now you mentioned first class. First class is one of the strengths in your application. However, what happens to that strength? How are you able to leverage on this strength to buttress more points? Because people can project where you are going by looking at your previous track record. So your previous track record shows that you are a first class graduate. So for post-study now, if you tell them you're interested in the academia, no one will doubt you. No one will doubt you because you've um, you've shown results, you've shown workings for it. So if you mention the strength, if you mention something, you need to be able to um, build on that strength. You need to be able to build on that strength. So like, yeah, I hope you've gotten like good review.
Yes, sir.
And
Thank you, sir.
yes, I would strongly recommend that you use an AI assistant because your idea is beautiful. What you intend to achieve is remarkable, but you need to put like some finishing touches in your grammar. So your idea is really, really wonderful. You're a smart person. Like I give you a really, really very smart person. So thank you, Aminu.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Garba, do you have your SOP here?
I
Garba
wanted to
Mohammed.
make a suggestion. Yeah, I think Quibot is the free version. You can use that for his grammar check.
Okay, okay. That's a good one. Qboat. Can you put it in the comment box? Teresa is saying something.
Sir, I can see Samuel Ifada. There was one among your mentorship program that I encountered, was it some years ago, and I see since then it's like Samuel have not been successful. It's around
Samuel.
Samuel Ifada.
Oh, okay. We had a session last year with him.
Yes, actually, I came across the session.
Okay, yeah. You know, PTDF is a combination of different things. One, the state you come from. Two, your academic qualifications, like in terms of you have journal, you belong to professional bodies, the quality of your O level. So now let me break it down to you now. If, for instance, you are from Abuja, and then someone in Abuja has 9A1 in their WAEC. They pick maths and English, they record it A1. Then they take like 3 other subjects, then they have it recorded. If that same person goes to the university with it, and then the person earns a first class degree, they record it. If the person has like, let's say 3 publications and belongs to 2 professional bodies, they record it. So the PTDF scholarship scheme is a point-based system. So if, for instance, that's why you see we encourage everybody to follow best practices, have good social appeal with your intended course of study, etc. If, for instance, now your points are all on the same level, you all graduated with the first class, you all have 9A1, you all have this, you all have that, then they delve into um like this specific details, so like that's why I always encourage you to see how you can make your application stand out from other persons. So because of this point-based system, so if the person is able to defend his intended course of study, the WAEC is perfect, the bachelor degree is perfect, they have publications, they belong to professional bodies, they're able to present their idea in the best way. Yes, they will get the scholarship like faster than someone whose O level is above average, or maybe someone who graduated with a 2-1. But nonetheless, if you are able, I've seen people who graduate with 2-1, O level, like way above average, few publications, and then they get the scholarship. I've also seen first class students with no publication, but being able to present their ideas in the best way, like they get it. But generally, the PTDF system is a point-based system. In fact, there's a marking scheme for it. I don't know if you've seen a marking scheme for PTDF.
Yes, sir.
Yes, there's a marking scheme for it. So by the time you see these things, it's like differentiates like the marks of each person. And then another thing is they take like the 5 best for the Germany, Malaysia, and France, China. They take like the best 5 from each state. So the competition is fierce. And imagine there are like maybe 6 centers in the whole of Nigeria, and then they're just taking 5 persons per state. So you see that like it's highly competitive. It's highly competitive. So like different factors come together for you to get the scholarship. So if you graduate with first class and then you think this is sufficient, like you need to work on your professional qualification, because as a first class, you only have 10 points and the second class upper has 8 points, just 2 points ahead. If that second class upper student goes ahead to make like 2 or 3 publications, wow, the distance between you two will be really very far, because each publication has like 5 marks attached. each publication, and then belonging to a professional body has like 5 marks attached. So like that's why you don't need to, you can't relent, on your first class. You can't relent on, you need to work on yourself like all around, all around. All around. So, and then know that like the competition is, there's high competition per state. So like, yeah, this is how the PTDF is. I hope you understand the selection process now. So Garba has added the Killbot tool in the comments section. Okay, and then Rukaya Abdul Muttalib, please, must I mention all 3 universities or just one is enough? Because mentioning all 3, yes, you must not even like you don't need to write extensively on all universities, because the word count is limited to like 500 or like maximum of 1 page. So you can mention only the countries. You can just mention only the country. It's sufficient, and then maybe like one university is okay. Just a comment on that is okay. You must not necessarily write extensively on that. So you just need to leverage on your strengths. Teresa, sir, please, those of us who had not written our SOP as at the last time when we were asked to send it, is there a possibility to get a personalized review for us? I had mine ready now. Okay, so since we are doing since it's based on first come, first serve, Rukaya Abdul Muttalib, do you have your, or who is here currently and we haven't touched your own SOP? Is there anyone here? Is there any participant here we haven't addressed? Okay. Rukaya Abdul Muttalib.
Yes. Sorry, I'm here. My network is kind of giving me some issues. All right.
Okay.
So should I read mine or?
Did you submit yours prior to this time?
I actually didn't get the, what is it called? The email address. I actually asked for the email address. I did not get any response.
Okay. So amongst those here, there is, okay, go on, you can read yours.
Okay. It is widely understood that prevention is preferable to treatment. I hail from a region where environmental pollution is at its peaks, especially from the oil and gas sector. According to several bodies, such as the World Health Organization and the National Environmental Association of Nigeria, has recorded, where there was no statistics, I just said has recorded issues of environmental pollution, which have caused series of cases in the Niger Delta region. With this in mind, I've always wanted to contribute to the development of preventive measures to reduce or eradicate this life-threatening issue. I studied industrial chemistry at Kwara State University, Malete, and I graduated as one of the best students in the department with first class honor. Also, I currently work in a research laboratory that specializes in renewable products from oleochemicals. These studies increased my passion for studying the environment and equipped me with a solid foundation in the principles of chemistry, environment, and sustainable development. I am now eager to continue my master's studies in environment.
Hello, your network has ceased. We can't hear you, Garba. Oh, Garba's network is a bit unstable. Okay. Sorry,
Join us and we're good.